Now, the princess of the Vedas, Sita, had beauty that reached the ears of other kingdoms' royal families. Intrigued, they would go to Mithila to see whether the rumors they hear are true. When they see that it is indeed true, they would bring gifts and ask for her hand. This earned her many suitors, too many in fact, that she was not able to choose at all.
The time is ripe for you to choose a husband. You have grown to be a fine young woman. You must pay more attention to your suitors in order for you to be able to choose.
But, Father, there are far too many of them. How would I ever be able to choose?
We must find a solution to make it easier then.
How?
Let's see. Aha! I know. We will organize an archery competition. Whoever wins shall have your hand in marriage.
An excellent idea, my liege.
Now, let us begin the competition. Whoever shoots the nearest to the center of the target shall win the competition and the hand of my daughter.
Prince Hatem of Kamapura.
Hatem walks in, shoots, but misses entirely.
Prince Dawib of Dakshina.
Julb walks in, shoots, and hits outer circle.
Prince Satrugna of Ayodhya.
Satrugna walks in, shoots, and hits near the center.
Prince Lakshman of Ayodhya.
Lakshman shoots but misses.
Prince Bharata of Ayodhya.
Bharata walks in, shoots, and hits near the center.
Prince Rama of Ayodhya.
Rama walks in, shoots and hits the center.
We have a champion. Rama of Ayodhya. shall be wedded to my daughter, Sita.
Rama bows to the audience, to Sita and to Yanik. Sita stands, approaches Rama, and puts a garland on him. Rama also puts a garland on Sita. Rama and Sita hold hands, smiling whilst facing the audience. Dasaratha sits on a throne with Rama, Bharata, Lakshman, and Satrughna standing before him.
I have called the four of you because we need to discuss a very important matter. I am now old and my days are almost done. When I am dead and gone, one of you must take my place as king. And for this, I have chosen Rama, for he is the oldest. He has the most knowledge and experience that will surely be helpful when he becomes king.
Satrughna takes Rama's arm and raises it.
Well done, brother.
I thank you, dear father, for this great honor. I swear to you that I shall be a good and just king like you.
Bharata, Lakshman, and Satrughna bow to Rama. A servant enters and bows before Dasaratha, who sits on his throne.
Queen Kekei requests for an audience with you, my lord.
Send her in.
My king. There is something that I would like to tell you.
What is it, Kekei, my dear?
I implore you to make Bharata regent king, and that Rama be banished to the Dandak forest.
I beg your pardon.
Do you not remember your promise to me? When you were ill and there was no one to care for you, only I was there. You promised that you would give me any boon that I wanted.
But...
Kekei walks around Dasaratha, like a snake encircling its prey.
You could refuse. You are the king, after all. But what would that do to your honor, I wonder?
Keiki leaves without another word. Dasaratha collapses on his throne, dazed. Dasaratha was torn. How could he choose between Keiki and Rama? Dasaratha decided to give Keiki what she wanted, as he, after all, did promise her. The faithful wife, Sita, and the loving brother, Lakshman, came with him. Dasaratha, Keiki, Kausalya, Bharata, Satrughna, and Yanak exchanged farewells with Rama, Sita, and Lakshman.
Take care, my brothers. And Sita.
And you, Bharata.
Satrughna is silent. He suddenly grabs Rama's arm.
Take me with you.
You must stay here and help Father and Bharata in ruling Ayodhya.
But
No, Satrughna.
Take care of yourselves now.
We shall, dear mother. Oh, Sita, I will miss you, my daughter.
And I will miss you too, my father.
We must go now.
Dasaratha was so stricken with grief at the loss of his son. He suffered from a terrible illness that none of the kingdom's doctors could heal. Dasaratha is lying down on a bed, very weak and dying. A doctor goes out of tent and approaches the royal family. Kausalya, Keiki, Bharata, and Lakshman look up expectantly. The doctor shakes their head. Kausalya and Keiki cry on each other. Bharata gets up and goes inside the tent.
Rama.
Father.
Bharata quickly comes closer and grabs Dasaratha's hand.
It is I, Bharata, your son.
Bharata. Oh, Bharata. I am dying. My dear son.
Father, please, do not say that.
It pains me that I will be leaving you without being able to see Rama. But know that I love all of my sons equally, and I am sure that you will become a magnificent king when I am dead and gone.
But I do not know if I am ready to be king. I do not know if I had enough experience and knowledge.
True. You may not have as much knowledge and experience as Rama. But do not worry, for I shall be watching over you from the heavens, where I shall be reunited with our ancestors. Whenever you are having doubts, just look to the skies. And remember that I will always be there, guiding you. Goodbye now, my son. Let me be at peace.
Goodbye, Father.
Bharata had made up his mind. Even his father's comforting words were not able to convince him otherwise. He would go to the forest of Dandak to seek his elder brother and convince him to claim the throne.
Rama? Rama? Rama?
Rama, who is sitting, looks up.
Is that my name I hear?
Rama?
Rama gets up.
I must see who it is.
Rama!
Bharata!
Oh, how good it is to see you again!
And you, my dear brother. But might I inquire as to why you are here?
Bharata's smile slides off his face and gets replaced with a sad expression.
I bring grave news.
What news?
Father is... Father is dead.
What? How can this be?
When you left, he became miserable. And an illness that none of our doctors could heal took him. Before he passed, Father mentioned you a lot of times.
I'm very sorry. I was not there at the time of his passing. But there's one rain of sunshine that may be seen here. You're about to be king. And for that, I must congratulate you.
Do not, for I have no desire to be king. This is also why I have come to you, brother. I implore you to come back to Aeodia and claim the throne that is rightfully yours. Come home. Surely Father's death would release you from your oath.
But I may not seek Aeodia's ancient throne, for righteous father's mandate dutiful son may not disown, and I may not, gentle brother, break the word of promise given to a king and to a father who is now a saint in heaven.
Very well. Then I would like to ask for one last request.
Anything, my dear brother, anything. Of course, with the exception of returning to Aeodia.
My request is for you to give me your sandals. I would like to place them on the throne as testimony to the people that I am ruling your name.
Rama smiles and takes off his sandals.
That I can give you.
Bharata also smiles and takes the sandals.
Thank you, Rama. Give my best to the others, will you?
I shall, for well.
Farewell.
Rama wandered from northern India and reached southern India. He built his forest hermitage in the wilderness. There he lived with Sita and Lakshman, in peace and serenity. Until in the country of Ceylon, there lived two siblings, one of which was named Raksha, who was a princess, and the other was Raven, the ruler of all monsters. Raksha gazes upon a basin.
Prato, what are you doing, Raksha?
Brother, come and see.
And who is this man?
His name is Rama. He was once a prince of Kosalas but was exiled. I want him, Raven. He is hard, and is very handsome too. The only problem would be his wife, Sita, but I would be willing to share his love with another woman.
Then go, my dear sister. go to him. I do not think that he will be able to resist you with your beauty, even if he has already a wife.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Rama and Sita sit in a corner while Lakshman stands elsewhere with a bow in hand. Raksha appears at the edge of the stage and starts to dance sexually in front of Rama when music starts. Rama is mildly amused, but he shakes his head and points to his brother Lakshman. Raksha eyes Lakshman, inspecting him from afar. She looks pleased, so she dances her way to him. Lakshman is a little more timid, but he also shakes his head and points back to Rama. Raksha tries to dance back to Rama, but Rama is still pointing to Lakshman. She stops in the middle of the two now. She looks back to Lakshman, also pointing back to Rama. Raksha looks back and forth multiple times, until Raven gazes at the same basin as before. Raven is startled as Raksha appears in a puff of smoke, very visibly angry.
Those reprobates, those filthy dogs. I gave them my love, but they refused it.
Raven gingerly approaches and hugs Raksha.
There, my love. Those miscreants did not deserve you. Anyway, do not worry. We will take your revenge, and I assure you, it will be oh so sweet.
Raven's eyes are filled with lust and malice. Raven sent a beautiful golden deer to tempt Rama and Lakshman away from the hermitage. Lakshman half crouches and points somewhere far.
Do you see that?
See what?
There. It is a deer. A golden one.
Yes, I see it. My word. Isn't it just magnificent?
Shall we catch it?
Let us catch it. Dear Sita will surely be impressed.
Sita hums idly as she cooks for the two men. Raven and Raksha suddenly appear in a puff of smoke. Raven grabs Sita. Sita screams and tries to fight him off. Raksha approaches slowly and cackles menacingly.
No matter how loud your screams are, they won't be able to hear you. Now, sleep.
Raksha blows on Sita's face with sleeping powder. Sita struggles a little, then goes limp. After a year, Rama was finally able to find the siblings' lair. Rama eventually outsmarts Raven and stabs him in the heart. Raven's death is horrible, filled with screams as he writhes in agony on the floor. He eventually goes still, dead. Sita sits in a corner. She gets nervous when she hears footsteps. Rama enters and Sita's fright turns to happiness as she rushes to hug her husband.
Rama! Oh, Rama! You came for me!
But Rama regards her coldly. Rama breaks Sita's hug.
Now, that raven is slain. You are now free to choose your path in life. You may stay in Ceylon, or you could accompany Lakshman. You could also go to Bharata, if you so desire.
What is wrong, my love?
Sita, you were held captive by Raven for a whole year. How would I be assured that you're still pure?
You do not have faith in me? Very well.
Sita said to Rama that she bid him to make an enormous fire. They shall settle this with a trial by fire. This trial of fire is being performed in order to prove her purity. She is pure. She will walk on this fire, and if ever Sita is lying, then may the flames consume her. But if she is not, then she will step out unharmed. Sita steps into the flames and comes out unharmed. Rama and Sita hug.
Oh, Sita, forgive me for doubting you.
In finding Sita, the gods had given Rama an aerial car which they then used to travel back to North India. This story was passed from Indian fathers to Indian sons, from generation to generation, and now, to you. We hope that you will always remember this story and its virtues and to use it as a guide in your everyday lives. Thank you for listening.
Ayun, so, yan, tapos na po yung audio, tawag dito? Drama or audio presentation, ewan ko, yan, so, yan po, oh my goodness, nakaka-excite, eh, yan, so, mahigit, teka lang ha, nakalimutan ko kailan, 4 days ko siyang ginawa, yan, 4 days, yan, natapos ngayong Sunday, so, nagsimula ako Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, tama, 4 days, Ay nako. So yan, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig at yan, credit sa mga nag uh, voice acting sa mga characters kay JC, kay uh, ano to? Kay James, yan, kay kay anong pangalan, kay Trixie, yan, pati kay Jill Chris, yan, naging servant. Servant lang yung ginanapan. Pero, yan mo na, malaking tulong na din. At sa akin, yan, salamat sa sarili ko dahil naging masipag ako. Kahit ako lang mag-isa na gumawa. Dami kong ginanapan na. Si Rama, syempre kailangan ko rin gumanap kasi baka wala akong grade pag di ako gumanap. Kay ang pangalan nito, kay Janak, kay nako, kay Raven, ewan ko pangalan, kay Dasharata, yun sa hari. So bali 4 yata yung ginanapan ko, pero okay na yun. Yan, so yan po, maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Sana po ay nag-enjoy kayo sa pakikinig. Yan.